Now I'm going to talk about creating a roof. First thing I want to do is go look at my drawing. If I look at the A1 drawing, it tells me that the slope of the roof is 7 on 12. It means that for every 12 inches it travels, it's going to slope 7 inches. And by looking at this, and I can see that the ridges don't line up, which means that it's two separate roofs. And it also has gable ends. If I look at the other drawing, you notice that it has a gable end on both ends. I'm going to go back to my Revit. The roof is at the second floor, not at roof level. So now I'm at the second floor level, and I want to put roof, so I'm going to do roof by footprint. So if I go back to architectural, and here's roof, and I'm going to use roof by footprint. What I want is a 2-foot overhang, so I'm going to put 2 feet for the overhang. I'm going to leave defined slope. If I go to now my lines here, on the draw menu, you notice it says select walls or pick walls. If I go to that wall, you notice how I got the blue line on the inside? I don't want the overhang on the inside, I want it to the outside. Once I've picked one wall, they'll all go automatically to the outside. Now I'm just going to pick that across because I want this to go straight across. So what I'll do now is I'll trim this. Trim. And they have my roof. Now once I've drawn the roof, it tells me it has a slope of 12 on 9. I don't want that. Actually, all I have to do is write 7 in here. And you notice when I pick away from it, it automatically puts the 7 on 12. So now, and it shows that I have a slope on all 4 sides. So I'm going to finish my roof now. And this has to do with what appears to be a hole is because of the view range. Right now I'm looking at my roof at maybe 6 feet above the second floor, and my peak is up higher than that. So actually, let me just show in the 3D view first that you do have a roof there. So you see there's a roof, and I'm going to go shade view so you can see it better. I'm going to shade the view. So there's my roof. I'm going to go back to the second floor again. I'm going to change my view range so it doesn't appear that there's a hole here. If I go down here and it says view range, edit, and it says I'm 7 feet 6 inches above the second floor. And let's say I'm going to go up 25 feet. It doesn't matter. So I'm up above it, and I'm going to do a cut range of 23 feet. Apply. Now you notice now I can see my whole roof, and you notice I see the walls underneath of it. But I want a gable end. So if I select my roof, and then I say edit the footprint. Now what I could do is select this line here, and I uncheck it. I don't want a slope there. You notice that when I uncheck it, the slope symbol goes away. And I will take that one. I don't want a slope there. So I'll uncheck for that one. And then I'll finish my roof. Now you notice I have one straight ridge. If I go here now to 3D view, and there's my roof with a gable end. But I have a big hole there. If I pick on that wall and I say attach top or base, and then I pick the roof, it will bring the wall up and fill in that hole. And I'll rotate around to the other side, pick the other wall, attach. This is just, we did the same thing in the custom roof exercise. Now I want to put another roof above the garage extending out. So I'm going to go back to my second floor. I'm going to pick roof by footprint. This time I'm going to draw a rectangle. And I'm just going to place it out here like this. And I don't want a slope in the front and back, so I'll remove that slope, and I'll remove that slope, and I'll align this with the edge. So I'll align this, pick the edge of that roof, and align that up. Now the other two, what I want to do is I want to put dimensions in there. So you see there's a dimension there, or if I go to annotate, I want to put a line dimension, and I want to go, I only want a 1 foot overhang it on the outside. So if I tab there and grab that, and the same thing here to the outside here, if I pick on that line and here, so now this I only want 1 foot, so I pick that line and change this to just 1. And this one here I want 2 feet. If I take that and I say 2, because all my overhangs are 2 feet, I could delete the dimensions and finish my roof. Now if I go to 3D view, now on the modified ribbon, up here there's a tab that says join and unjoin roof. If I pick join a roof, if you look at the status line, it says elect an edge at the end of the roof that you wish to join or unjoin. So I want to pick the edge here in the back of this little short roof, and then I want to join it to the big roof. It appears that I'm too high. Chances are it's because my slope is off. So if I go back to my second floor, if I select this roof, you notice it says it's 9 on 12. I don't want 9, I want 7. Now if I go back to 3D view, don't be afraid to jump from one view to another to see what you're doing. I have another problem here, is this one is a little too high. I want the eaves to line up down here. If I go to west view, there's my two roofs. So I use the align tool. Align. And I want to align with that. And I want to line that up. I can also, if I was to pick on this roof, you notice now it says that it brought it down 1 foot 2. I could have went in and measured that and then just put a minus 1 foot 2 in there also. So now I go back to 3D. My roofs are lined up. And I can take and pick this wall and say I want to attach it to the roof. Now I'm going to go up to my second floor, cut a hole in the roof. So if I go to second floor, I select this roof and I say edit the footprint. And all I have to do is just draw a line around the roof. And I have to split it because I have to take this. It has to be one complete loop, so I have to split it here to here. It looks like I missed just a little bit. So I'll delete that line. And if I'm off a little bit, I could use the align tool. I want to line up with that, bring this over. I don't want to slope on the sides. So I'll select that, take the slope off. If you put the slope on, if you leave the slope on, sometimes it's gonna look crazy, the roof. So I pick that now, finish. Now I go back to 3D. And you see with that other slope on there, you see what it did to my roof? It made my roof a little wacky. So I'll go back and I'll edit my roof again. And I could do it right from here. Take that, and I could say take the slope off of that, because it's going to use the automatic slope and then finish the roof. And now you see my roof is nice and smooth. And that's how you cut a hole in the roof. If I pick that, you see how I can highlight that, and you see the roof goes right around the chimney.